Hey everyone, welcome to the My Scaling YouTube channel, first video of 2025. Happy New Year to every single one that stayed subscribed and never touched the unsubscribe button while I was away. Thank you for stopping by and thank you for sticking out with me. I'm not playing Tekken currently, that's because I'm actually bored of the game and Clive really didn't help, and I think it's a joke that Namco releases characters like that. I didn't really like it. Anyway, REVO has been doing some noises, right? And I wanted to cover some things for Akira that I really haven't touched it yet, outside of maybe the Extraction Bomb, Redline, and of course the man, the myth, the legend, Homestay Akira was doing research on some combos with him, and I was there, Redline was there, a lot of Akira players and Akira veterans we're just finding out what is the gist of Akira in this game since the patch, right? Because they removed the way he used to combo and gave him new ways to actually do damage, as they removed one of these most important things in his combo routes, which was the guard break into back forward 2, right? Back forward punch, which is 46 speed, right? That's how people call it. And so you're still going to get damage from this, and of course the most easiest one is this jump into this, right, which does 52. You can also do this which does 62, right? But you can also, there is two buffs in particular that I want to talk about. One is this shoulder right here, I forgot the name, but this move is godlike now and it launches characters higher. See how high they went? So you can do quite a lot of damage with these things, right? The thing is, when you get the gist of these two moves, you are going to increase the damage output of your combos. For example, I have shown you this combo already, right? But if you can add like this, see how high they went, and you can even do a combo from there. That's 75 damage, right? It's quite a lot from what you get is standard from this, right? Mostly you get this, and that is 51 with some drops, right? But here you get this, right? And that is 75 damage. It's quite a lot of that. It's not the biggest damage that you can get, but from someone that was stripped away from his combo routes, you think what you can get, right? And this is closest to actually compensate for the lack of you not being able to guard break into this, but still going for the most damage that you can get off of a back forward punch, right? And it has other route. Instead of you using the shoulder, you can also use the knee, and the knee does 3 damage, so you can replace it, the shoulder with the knee. It also launches higher, and you can do 79 damage. Once you get warmed up enough, you can do crazy stuff with it. So this is one of the main ways for actually land combos with Akira. Remember that his up kick got nerfed, right? It's now PK punishable. It's -13, same as the knee. It's all -13 now, and since you can no longer guard break into this, you have to guard break into Byako. Now you get a free ring out instead of getting a combo, right? But you can still do stuff like this. That is still a free Byako, right? But you can also get a combo from there. And as you guys notice, if you have already the muscle memory down, you can get to the road that I was talking about, right? There is also this, right? 73, right? You can also get there. But some of you has been asking yourself, so there is quite a few things that I wanted to put out there. If you are playing this game online and you are losing a lot using Akira, because Akira is not easy, right? It doesn't have PPP case, PPP low case, or PPP 2k, right? Let's say PPP 2k, PPP 3k, PPP 1k, right? It doesn't have those strings that it a several flurry of punches into a sweep or a roundhouse kick or into a knee, whatever. Akira doesn't have that. He is a character that plays with pokes, jabs, and stuff. But you obviously, especially if you are starting out in Virtua Fighter, you will find a lot of people that starts the game immediately with a jab and stuff like that. And what I'm going to present you, it's a way that you have to counter against people who only jabs all the time, even if they are dick jabbing. That is the problem, right? But the jab is an important aspect that Akira that you need to counter, and you need to know exactly how in order to enforce the rest of his game to actually grow and mature. You need to know how to deal with that, otherwise it's not going to work. So it's pretty common in this game. If you are trying to start an offense, Akira can start an offense in different ways, right? I'm just going to set this to guard. Akira can start his offense with this, which is +3, really good. With this, which is +1. It's also a long shot, but it's +1, it's a high. And if the opponent is crush blocking, right, then you get to the elbows, which are all -5. And he has this, which is -4, which is also a high, but we are going to cover that. He has this, which is -2. The mid version is -6, so really godlike, right? And he has this mid poke, which is 14 frames. It's not much better than this, but it's good up close for this specific situation. And he also has my favorite, the shoulder, right? This shoulder got buffed, I already told you that. And he also has this one, which is -9. It's not punishable, it's safe, but that is a huge attempt. This move has a huge role in Akira's game, and I'm going to cover that later. But let me just to give you guys an idea of how his offense is when you are trying to poke someone in order to open the guard, right? You want these moves, and specifically this one, because not only is plus, but it's because it's also a long shot, right? He used to have other moves that were taken out that made his offense much easier, and now he has to rely mostly on this. So I'm going to put back the settings that I left there, which is the settings that is going to give a lot of people problem if you are trying to play online. So if you try to attack someone, the opponent tends to retaliate either way. You see that? This happens a lot even at the start of a match. So even if you do this, since this is -5 on block, the opponent thinks it's their turn, so the easiest answer is always to jab. They can try elbows, they can try mid kicks, they can try lows, but the most reaction and the most specific move that they are going to use against you is going to be jabs, right? So this works well against jabs. Put this in your mind. So Akira is a jab destroyer in this game, and this is a mistake that if you go play online without knowing how to destroy jabs with Akira, it's going to be a little bit difficult to win with him, because that is his speciality. And the jab idea of destroying jabs is just so that he gets to play the game that you actually want to play in order to be able to destroy jabs with him. So I'm going to show you some scenarios that imagine that if character, for example, would do a jab flurry, right? PPPK, PPPK, low K, Paishan has this, Kagemaru has this, Low Shan has this. Most characters do have a jab flurry string. Akira only has punch, right? In PK, of course. But let's talk about that. So, easiest way, easy mode. You do this, you can duck jab, which is +4, but that is meh per se. That is the easiest option in the world, and everyone and their mother know that. It plays like mostly like Mortal Kombat, right? But let's say that you have evolved beyond that. That is the desperate situation where most people, when their life is almost over, they try to mash up this a lot. So you want this into a sidestep, and you guys can see in this game, when you sidestep, you actually sidestep. So what is going to happen is, if your opponent is not jabbing and is guarding after checking you with a jab, this is a guard break that they cannot escape, because now it's going to give you a full combo. See that? That is going to work. That's because you sidestepped the move. See that? That's plus 15, and then you get to do other stuff with it. So you get to do this. See that? Now you get to do that and stuff like that. So it's really good. It's really good. But more importantly, you get a free launcher. And if you don't want to do that, right? You don't want to sidestep because your opponent can try to do something else. But let's say that they are still jabbing, right? Then there are far better options than this one. And I'm going to show you just quite a few. For example, if you want to crash a jab after you do something like this, this is -5 on block, okay? And the easiest way to crash a jab on these situations is with down back punch. Easily. This move crashes highs. See how he leans into a crouching stance and then comes up with this chin blow that sends Kage into the floor, right? Into the mat. That is one hell of a move, and it's actually a high crashing move. So you can do that. There is also my favorite, this one. The opponent cannot retaliate against that. They cannot. That's because this move is neutral. It's neutral on block. See that? So since this move is neutral on block, you get to do stuff like that. So this move is neutral on block, so you get to do that. You can also do that. See that? That is the elbow. Actually, the elbow is going to play a huge role in this situation, because let's say this is a beginner match, right? And your opponent, since he is a beginner, he is not used to know what moves is going to cause a stagger, and the elbow causes a stagger on hit. So what happens when your opponent is not ready to shake up a stagger that is caused by the elbow? GG's, 100 damage. 100 damage from Akira. And that setup is just because this move hits mid. You want to check someone with a mid, and if they try to retaliate, the elbow does its works, right? And what if the elbow gets guarded? You still have a parry, my friend. See that? So that is the gist of this game. And I'm going to talk about the parry as well, because the parry is also godlike and is going to enter in this equation as well. And you can also do stuff like this. See that? That is plus 16 advantage, but it is not launch. It's not launchable, right? They can shake it, they can guard it, whatever, but it's plus 16, so you get to try like a 50-50 mix-up attempt, a throw, or even a guard break, your choice. Let me show you this again, so you guys can have an idea. See that? That move actually has evasive properties, but only works when he is neutral or when he is plus. See that? It avoids highs. So this move is pretty good for this situation in specific, of course. See that? And it's a counter hit actually. Then you get to break a guard into a Byaku, right? You guys got the point of that. Let's say that you are now at -5, right? Because this move right here is -5, and you don't want to sidestep, but I already told you that you can do this, right? And you do your fillers with it. But you do this and they jab, then GG's. It's a free launch, right? There it goes. 83 damage. 83 damage, right? Really good move in my opinion, and there is quite a lot that you can do with the parry alone. The parry destroy jabs, right? And this move is high and it's +1. When you are at certain distance, it becomes +2. You can do the exact same thing the exact same thing. And when you don't want to do that, right, you can also launch people from it. For example, you can do, that is minus 14. Let me just try this again. Okay, that is 56, but you can do more if you have the execution. That's 75 damage. I already covered that once, but it's possible to do that. And you still have the knee, right? The knee is kind of hard to get, so I'm not even going to try. I know I can do it, but if you have the knee, you can put the knee in there. There it goes, 71. You can even do more with this if you have the execution. $80 damage, right? $83 damage. See that? But the point is, if your opponent is guarding, then you already know what to do. If they are doing jabs, that is how you deal with jabs in the game. And when you start dealing with those, it's only when your guard game is going to start to work, right? Because now you have access to this bullshit. And if they got some of this, ring out easily ring out. So really good in this particular situation. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys on the next one.